rescue for many people on Skid Row. Holidays can be some of the hardest days of any year. And one LA organization is making sure they're seen and supported this Easter season.
The Midnight Mission is preparing to serve 2,000 meals to those who need it the most. And President and CEO David Prentice is here to tell us all about the annual Easter and Spring Community Celebration. Thank you so much for being here this morning, and thank you for what you do every day.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for being such a great supporter of the Midnight Mission.
Happy to do it. So what is the mission, the Midnight Mission, doing for Skid Row besides, serving meals?
Well, the services the Midnight Mission has provided are widespread, all of the basic necessities. So, of course, there's food. We serve up to 1 million meals a year to the population of Los Angeles. Then we have emergency shelter for those people who want to get off the street and then go into housing. And then, of course, our bread and butter, what we're really known for is our 12-step recovery programs. Right?
So tell us about the Easter event that's taking place, a big tradition for your organization.
Yes, over 40 years we've been doing this now. We will close down 6th Street. We will have 200 volunteers that will serve roughly 2,000 meals, restaurant style. And what that looks like is it's served with dignity and respect. Rather than having somebody stand in line for a plate, you have a seat, and the volunteers will actually bring the food to you. Along with that comes the engagement. We get to talk with these folks, and we get to hopefully entice them into coming into one of our programs, or any program for that matter, to try to get back on the track of getting well.
That's right. Live music, a big part of the day. Why does that matter for this event?
Well, the Midnight Mission has deep roots in the music industry in Los Angeles. Shout out to Norm's Rare Guitars, who's always sent his musicians down to perform with us. We have music with a mission, but this year is a special year. This is the 10th year that Mark McKay will be coming to perform, and the people love him. He's actually on tour, is leaving the tour, flying in to perform, and then flying back for the next night to tour. So that's the amount of dedication that he's given to the Midnight Mission. We just love him to death. Yeah.
Amazing. So you said you've been with the mission for 15 years,
15 years, yes, sir.
So how do you see things now? I mean, because people, Angelinos, they see things in their own communities. I mean, and if anybody's ever been on Skid Row, I mean, you truly are on the very front lines and things. So how do you see things now as compared to years past? Because, anecdotally, people in Los Angeles feel like the homelessness crisis is way out of control, way out of hand. They aren't able to grapple this. So are you experiencing that more of an intense sort of need or push there on Skid Row? What are you seeing?
Yes. Yes, we are. Unfortunately, the big problem isn't that what we're doing isn't working. It's that people are becoming homeless in Los Angeles at a higher rate than people are getting housed from the street or getting the services they need to get back to self-sufficiency,
It's like playing catch-up.
It's a constant game of catch-up. The Midnight Mission has really taken a position of helping the next person who comes, one person at a time. That's so important, right? I think in Los Angeles, we've become desensitized, right? We talk about the homeless. Well, it's not a one-size-fits-all. Every person that I've ever encountered in my 15 years at the Midnight Mission comes with a different story, a different path to how they ended up on the streets of Skid Row. I've never met anybody who was born there. Right? So it's situational, and it's case by case, and that's the way the Midnight Mission deals with every individual. I think when we look at the big overall problem, we are doing a lot of good. I think we're just not doing it fast enough.
Right. Because when people see some of the homeless in the community, they're dealing with mental health crises and things like that. But you often see people who, families, children, and I've been to this event before too, and you're literally seeing young kids and families, women, mothers, coming to get their Easter meals.
Yes, one of the most impactful programs the Midnight has is our Home Light program. And that's a program that's dedicated to families with children that are usually either escaping domestic violence or human trafficking. They get the same services off of Skid Row. The first thing we want to do is take the family off of Skid Row to a nice residential area that we keep kind of secret location-wise due to the nature of the people we serve. And those families stay for an entire year in their own apartment as a family unit, and the impacts we see are amazing. The average child, I think it's 2 letter grades in school in the first 6 months that they're housed and have wraparound services.
Oh my goodness.
85% of the families that graduate the program are still connected after 5 years.
Wow.
That's true success.
Yeah,
it doesn't get reported though when we talk about the homeless.
Yeah.
But if we talk about that family who, you know, lost their home, then lost their car because they had to feed their children, those folks are doing great.
Yeah. It all adds up and it makes a difference.
It
And
really
thank
does.
you for the work that you do. For more information on the Midnight Mission and how you can help, just head to midnightmission.org.
They do it all on their own. They don't take the government assistance. And so any way you can help out the Midnight Mission.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Right back.
Thank you, David.